Okay, so we already have Jaded Kate and RT for the first free ones. I'm good. How are you? Ready to get some questions answered tonight? Okay, I'll start with you guys, since you guys are already here. And we'll wait for whoever the third person is. We'll get the third reading, obviously, but for now, we're just going to go ahead and start with you guys, since you're already here. Give me commitment. Okay, let's see with RT. We're going to start with you. And, oh wait, almost forgot something. Okay. How's that? Is that all right? Does that work? Or is it like weird? Just let me know how that is for you guys, if you can hear it. Okay, thank you. Okay. So we want to know if this person is going to give you a commitment anytime soon. Okay. I want to know if this person is going to commit to RT anytime soon. It looks like somebody is tongue-tied, or there's some kind of like a hold up here. Like somebody doesn't or isn't able to say what they want to say for some reason. So we'll see why that is. But yeah, it looks like somebody, the Two of Swords, so somebody's like a little bit held back verbally, like they're not able to say what they want to say. They feel like they can't say what they want to say. I feel like this person wants to give to you, but it's like either they're looking for something that you can't offer or vice versa, or it's just an imbalance. Like one person is taking care of the other, and it's not really an equal thing. It's not really, you know, it's one person taking care of the other and not really the other way around. So maybe they feel like they can't really talk about that. It seems like, yeah, see, this one person is like helping out this child here. there's like an adult and a child, and one person is like helping out the child, and one person's, you know, the kid here is accepting. So it's like a very giving relationship, but one, I feel like it's imbalanced. It's like one person's giving more than the other person is, you know? So I do see somebody giving to somebody. So is that the commitment we're looking for? 2 6s. 3. Okay. So somebody is feeling regret from something in the past. Like they see how everything's been created. And I do think that they want to take things further. Like I wouldn't at all doubt that. It's just for some reason they're feeling like they can't say what they want to say. And I would say that they're going to eventually. I mean, it looks like they're headed in that direction. But for some reason they don't feel comfortable saying something about what they expect or what they feel they deserve from you. Hi, Jingle Jangle. Actually, what's cool is that you are the third person here in the chat. So that means you get a free reading anyway. So that's cool. And I think you are new here, so you wouldn't have known that, but let's see. So RT, we have here somebody who is not really able to say what's on their mind, you know, not really able to kind of speak their voice and say what they want to say for some reason. And there's like an imbalance of giving in this relationship. And I think that's probably, you know, has something to do with it, what somebody can't really say. Maybe they feel like they're going to be rejected or they're going to lose the person or something. But hi. It's like one person's giving to the other person, like it's, you know, not really an equal or balanced thing. It's like one person has more to give and more to offer, and that's what they're doing, but it's just not a balanced, equal thing. It's like almost like parent-child, you know what I mean? It's almost like one person's responsible for the other, and that could, you know, affect things later on. One person feels like unappreciated, and the other person feels like they are maybe even being controlled or something. You know, like it's not really a love. It's just like one person's responsible for the other, and it doesn't feel equal, you know? But I do think that they want to give, because we keep seeing all these cards about giving, helping, you know, lending a hand. And then we see somebody who's like looking back, like they want to do something. Like all of this has been created, and they do want to move forward with this, but it's like they're looking back as if they have a regret of some kind. Like maybe that they, I don't know, let's see. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. So yeah, the support right there, you know, of course. Somebody wants to give more, be more supportive. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's them, but somebody has a lot of fear here. Like there's a lot of fear and there's a lot of worry and anxiety that someone's going to get hurt. So I think the person wants to commit. Like I wouldn't doubt that they want to commit, but it's just, I don't see them like able to say that right now for some reason. They're held back verbally. They can't really speak their mind right now. Maybe they feel like they're going to be rejected or something if they do, but it has something to do with the give and the take in the relationship. And somebody feels like it's imbalanced, like they're giving more than they are getting. And they're not able to say that. Can you do readings for my grandma that's passed on? I'm grieving so hard over her death. I had a dream about her last night and I wrote it down in my dream, and today I've been so emotional. Okay, so I'm sorry to hear that. The only thing though, like it's just that I'm not going to bullshit you. Like I'm not a medium, you know, a medium who speaks to people that have passed on. I can't do that. Like I haven't, you know, dabbled in that. So, but from what I know right now, Roxy or Shop with Roxy is that I can't do that, and I don't want to be like, yeah, I can do that and bullshit you. So I'm just telling you the truth. Like I can't. I'm not a medium, but we can definitely look into like any sign or any you know, messages that want to come out about the dream or about anything in general having to do with that, but I cannot actually speak to somebody who's passed on, okay? So I just want to let you know that, you know, I'm just being real, no hate, just being honest, okay? I'm not going to tell you I can when I can't, you know? So I just wanted to get that out of the way because I see that there. Okay, so and you guys, it's $5 for one question tonight and $7 for two questions. So it's cheaper than usual. But first of all, we're going to be going with the 3 people who were here first because they get a free reading, okay? So if you're new here and you don't know, if you come onto one of the lives and you're one of the first 3 people here, then you will get a free reading, okay, every single time. So that's how that works, and that's what we're going to be covering right now. Unless we get a donation, then of course we'll go with that one, and then we'll come back to the free ones. And please let me know if you do donate, because for some reason PayPal isn't notifying me right now. So you could just be sitting there with your donation there. So just let me know if you end up doing that, okay? Let me know so that I know, okay? So you're not waiting there too long. All right, so yeah, I do think that they will, or at least right now they want to. It looks like they're coming towards you. They're offering a lot of things to you. Somebody might feel resentful and bitter after like all of it is said and done, though, RT. Like I feel like it needs to be balanced more because somebody just feels like they can't really speak their voice, and that they're giving more than they're getting, but they can't speak that, you know what I mean? Because they feel like they're going to be rejected or something, or let down, or just not really, you know, their needs aren't going to be met anyway. Like they feel like their contribution doesn't mean anything. So you must be careful with that. Try to communicate openly, you know, so that nobody has these things that they can't really say on their mind, just stuck there and not out in the open, not being addressed. So I do think they want to commit to you, but I don't see them doing that as of yet, just because they feel like they can't speak what they want to speak on their mind. So they're not going to be saying it yet. But we see all these cards here about coming forward and offering you something. And then also the Queen of Cups. So that's a very nurturing energy there. Very, very nurturing and giving and just offering, lending a hand. The thing is, one person is lending the hand and the other person isn't. You know, the other person's just kind of receiving. And that could kind of hurt things later on if you guys aren't able to like be equally giving to each other. You know what I'm saying? So I think they want to. I mean, we see them coming towards you, but it's not an equal, you know, it's the efforts are not equal right now. So it's difficult to feel like it's going to be something that's that strong, you know, for one of you. The other person's probably like, I don't even know what you're talking about. It's fine. But that's probably the person that's receiving. Continuing on, we'll continue on with Jingle Jangle. Is my coworker Q planning to betray me? Okay. Is my coworker Q planning to betray me? Says Jingle Jangle. I like your name, by the way. Is Jingle Jangle's coworker Q planning to betray them? That's like a yes or no question. So let's ask, what do we need to know about Q at Jingle Jangle's work? And is this person to be trusted, or is this person out for no good? Give us the energy of Q in regards to Jingle Jangle here. And what the energy of a Q is, if this person is to be trusted or not. What is Q's energy in regards to Jingle Jangle at work? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Can you guys hear me okay? Let me know if the sound is all right. First of all, we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, not bad. We want to know if Jingle Jangle is safe or not. I'm sorry, yeah. In regards to Q at work. Tell me about Q. Tell me about Q. King of Cups. Ooh. Okay, so first of all, we have the King and Queen of Cups. That usually to me seems like it's good to go. You're safe, no worries. Like these people are nurturing towards each other, and it's a very giving and helpful bond. Oh, we have the Devil at the bottom of the deck too. But we have the King and Queen of Cups. This is generally not something that you're going to look at and go, okay, this is shady as fuck. You know, it's like usually we're looking at some kind of very caring couple, because the King and Queen usually represents like this is a couple because it's of the same suit. Obviously not the case here, so we're going to dig a little deeper. We do see somebody giving, you know, offering a hand, and it could be something where the other person feels like maybe they have more to offer, like they're better, or they want to give to somebody, like, and not for the sake of necessarily giving, but just for the sake of like, I have it, so I'm going to give because that shows that I have it and you don't have it, you know, like I'm the person who has what you need, kind of a stance. And then someone feels stuck because of that. You know, they feel like they are offering or they're receiving things from the person, so that's good. But at the same time, they're also kind of solidifying themselves in this place of needing, you know, needing a hand or needing to ask this person for help or for a resource or for some kind of thing that they don't have, right? So, and we do have shadiness here. There could be like a new project, like the beginning stages of a project here with the Page of Pentacles. It could be the beginning stages of a project, or it's talking here about, you know, a younger Earth sign person, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But with the Seven of Swords here, we do have somebody who is sneaking, who is being shady. So there could be some kind of like venture you guys go into together, or some kind of, you know, project that you guys have to work on together. And it's just the beginning stages, but you already see how this is kind of not going to be good because this person is sneaking around, or they're stealing things even. Like somebody is stealing or just not doing the right thing, you know, and sneaking and hoping not to get caught. So that's what I would say about that person that is kind of shady, is that they're sneaking something, and they also kind of have this like pompous attitude where they feel like they're a bit above people because they have like more to give. Even if they're not above people, that's kind of the stance they're taking. Like that's who they want to be. Like they kind of want to be recognized as better, you know? Like they want to be some kind of a authority in some area that maybe they're not even really qualified to be. It's kind of like that's their own title for themselves. That's their dream, but that's what they're trying to come off as. Like they belong there already. So I would say the harm there is just basically this person just has a big ego. But let's see what else. Because it starts off with the King and Queen of Cups, which leads me to believe that there was some kind of like good energy in the beginning, you know, like this person wanted to just be helpful, you know. King of Wands. Determination. What do we need to know about this person in regards to them being like, you know, of harm to Jingle Jangle? Is there any kind of, well, we do know that in the beginning there, you know, we saw that there's the beginning stages of some kind of project that they're going to be a little bit shady about. Like they might try to take the credit or something, you know, they're trying to sneak something. They might try to steal something. If you do find out that they try to steal something, you want to be like on that shit and not let them get away with it. You know, you don't want your name to be thrown in there. So you need to kind of make it known that you're not part of that ahead of time, and just, you know, try to get away from that person if you can, because I feel like they're going to they might try to pull you into something. And so that could be what you're talking about there. Maybe you already feel that, like they're going to try to blame something on you or take the credit or something, or, you know, put your name out there where it doesn't belong and get you in trouble for something they've done. They're just being sneaky all the way around. I wouldn't trust that. In regards to determination and their, you know, motivation to kind of like do something shady to you, I feel like that's on a standstill for some reason. And the cards are kind of either asking you to gather more information before taking action, or that's what they're going to be doing. You know, and it could even be both. Like, before you take any drastic, before you make any decisions, the King of Wands is all about determination, all about action, all about, I'm going to get what I want and I'm going to go for it, you know? But the Hanged Man here is kind of saying, well, wait a minute, because you have more that you need to figure out first. You know, don't make a decision yet, because there's still more that you need to gather about this situation, okay? So that's what I would say for you is, like, if you find out more information, obviously, you know, do with that what you will, and, like, get your name out of there, you know, if you can. Like, get away from that drama and dangerous, like, not dangerous physically, but get away from that situation, which could be, you know, bad for your reputation. I just feel like you're either going to get blamed for something, or there's credit that's going to be taken that was your credit. Or credit given to you that isn't your credit. Like, you didn't do it, but it's, you know, your name's out there. Just because you're associated with this person, or they just say your name, you know, that's the biggest danger I feel like I see there. But it says don't take action yet, like gather more information. But once you do gather more information, then, you know, act accordingly and get yourself away from that situation and away from that person, you know. But for some reason it's telling you to wait and gather more information first. So maybe if you jump the gun, it might be a bad thing. So you must have proof first. You must have information first before you take action. It's saying, like, gather more information first. Why don't you want her to just act now, or him or her, jingle jingle? Why do you want them to like wait before taking action here? Well, it says Ace of Cups, Seven of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. So it's going to be good for you. It's going to be better for you in the end if you do wait and gather more information first. And once you have the right information you need to kind of, you know, prove yourself that you're not involved in anything shady or anything that they are saying you're involved in or blaming you for, they're going to try to fight back. You know, they're going to try to, and this could even be you actually being defensive, you know, fighting back. Those are all your wands up there pointing down. So you're on top of this hill here. You know, no one can knock you down. This person can't knock you down. You're on there. You know, you're up there. You're strong, and you're throwing your wands down. And no one can really bring you down. But the thing is, it's going to be better for you if you just wait. And even if this person is in this position too, like they're trying to, you know, throw darts at you or wands at you and get you in trouble or whatever, the Wheel of Fortune is here because I think you do have a lot of support on your side. Like with the Ace of Cups, it's showing that you have an overwhelming amount of support. Like, your cup is overflowing. There is no doubt that people will believe you, I think, over them. I don't see that being a problem. So this could be you fighting back, but this could also be them trying to take you down. But the thing is, you're up there. You're not coming down. Like, you're fighting back. You're pushing away appropriately. You're keeping your distance, and that's all you need to do. And then the Wheel of Fortune is here saying you're going to get rewarded for that. Basically, just, you know, keep calm, but fight for yourself. You know, don't allow this to ruin your reputation. Try to just, you know, gather the support that you do have, gather the information that you do have, and, you know, defend yourself. Okay? But gather more information first, okay? So that you have appropriate, you know, an appropriate defense that, you know, people can see and understand. Okay. Thanks, Lauren. Nice. Okay. Jaded Kate, you're funny. True. Okay. Now we have Jaded Kate. Any insight into this connection with Rupert? Spirit gives me the go-ahead, but also sends me mixed messages. And now I'm confused on what Spirit wants me to do. What are his feelings and intentions for me? Okay. Jaded Kate. Any insight into this connection with Rupert? Rupert and Jaded Kate, we want to know what's going on there. Oops, we want to know what's going on there. What are his intentions and feelings for her at this time? Can you give us the lowdown on Rupert's feelings, intentions, motivations, and next actions he is likely to take? Anything we need to know about Rupert in regards to Jaded Kate? Rupert, Jaded Kate, we want to know what Rupert's feelings are, intentions towards Jaded Kate at this time. You say you're getting mixed signals. That could be because his feelings are mixed or changing. You know, we do all have free will, so obviously, you know, there's been some changes going on in his feelings or his situation where he maybe can't be available and then he can and then he can't again, so he's just kind of going with that. Let's see what else here. What else do we need to know here about Rupert? What do we need to know about his energy towards Jaded Kate at this time today? And what are his intentions toward her? What does he feel for her, first of all? What does he feel for Jaded Kate? What does Rupert feel for Jaded Kate today? What do we need to know about his feelings for Jaded Kate today? Okay. There it is right there. Okay, so there is some kind of holdback here, and we do see that very clearly. Yeah, so I think that they do realize, okay. I think that they, well, first of all, we have the Two of Pentacles here, so it goes back and forth. You know, this person's weighing their options, and they could be weighing options that aren't in regards to you. Like it's, you know, it's either this way of life or this way of life. And if I'm with Jaded Kate, then I'm going to have to go with this way, and then I'm going to have to sacrifice this. You know, so it's a big deal because they're weighing their options. You know, one thing is almost just as important as the other here, so it's kind of difficult to make that decision just so easily. You know, it's not that simple. Even if it is seemingly simple to you, it's just something that's a little more complicated for them. And we do have a little bit of disappointment here for some reason. Like they don't want something to be like something else was. And then we have this at the bottom of the deck. So I'm thinking there was something that happened in the past. Doesn't have to mean it was with you, but if it was, then you would know what it is. But if it's not, then you may not know what it is. And it could be relationship related, I feel like, because they don't want something to happen again. And then they're kind of holding on to something hard to let go and kind of push forward and move on from it. So I feel like that's one of the things. You know, we do also see a lot of action, a lot of passion, a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of drive in regards to starting something with you. Like this is the beginning stages of a project. And I would say in regards to relationships, it's the beginning stages of something more stable, like something that actually has a chance to, you know, be long-term, or at least that's what people are hoping in the beginning, because it's the beginning stages, right? So no one really knows, but that's kind of the goal. That's kind of the idea, you know, or the intention. So then we have Judgment. So obviously he's been thinking a lot about like what is the right thing to do, and you know, he's not really sure. I mean, I think that makes a lot of sense that he's sending mixed messages because or you said Spirit is, but I feel like that's because he's been kind of changing up the way he's been acting, or the energy between you just know is kind of back and forth. So that would be why, you know, he's having second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth thoughts in one day, you know. But I do see here him realizing that this could be something stable, like realizing that he could offer something more stable to you. See how we had the Page of Pentacles? And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So it's kind of maturing a bit. Like I feel like I see him, I feel him kind of going more towards that idea. You know, he's having like a realization. The sun's coming out. He's having this feeling of, you know, seeing something clearly instead of, you know, unclearly, like the moon would be. That's the sun. So everything's out on the table. Everything's bright and visible. You know, he sees the opportunity that's there, and now it's just up to him to decide whether he wants to go towards that or not. So I feel like it is still up in the air too. Like even to this right now, for this minute, he still has not decided that yet. But I see more than not him deciding to go towards it. Like he's kind of trying to figure out what this is going to look like and what it's going to mean for him. But he's still having those other, you know, weighing of options and second thoughts and kind of like other things in the back of his mind, trying to tell him like, do you really want to go towards this? Are you sure? You know, there's like a lot going on here. But for the most part, I feel like he's enthusiastic to go towards it. It's just, and even something stable. It's not even like just, it seems like something that could actually be stable. Okay, but he is having some kind of like doubts. Okay, and also he doesn't want something to be how it was before. How it ended up last time is more what I'm talking about. Not really how it was, but how it ended. How it became eventually. So he's like, yeah, it's all great now, but you know, then they find out this about me, or then, you know, this happens, and what if, you know, they stop, you know, their feelings fade, or just whatever it is, the disappointment. They don't want that to happen again. And they kind of have been holding on to that for some time. Like they can't really seem to stop thinking about that in regards to the whole situation. So it's difficult because it's something that's definitely holding them back from, you know, allowing themselves to just kind of give in and let go and just try something new. It's like they're just worried about something being how something else ended, you know, however it ended last time. So if you don't know what that is, I would say that's nothing to do with you then. And it's probably a different relationship. Or their last relationship. Okay. So I would say it's up in the air still. Like he definitely is thinking about it, you know, and thinks about it a lot, but it's like, it's just back and forth. You know, there's just more than just, you know, do I want to or not? It's not about really want. There's fears, there's doubts, there's worries and anxieties, and there's other things too that they might have to sacrifice in order to be with you, like in order to commit. Like there could be other things that they're going to have to kind of not be involved in as much. And I'm not talking about people, more like other responsibilities or other, you know, hobbies maybe. I mean, it could be a number of things, but there's just other things that they kind of have to weigh in. Like if I go for this all the way, then there's going to be other things that don't get my attention as much. And am I sure I want to do that yet? But I see more than not them going towards you. It's just that they haven't really decided completely 100% yet. But I feel like they're almost there, you know? I mean, it looks like they want to. It's just there's these little things holding them back, and obviously fears, worries a little bit. But maybe if you could just try to remind them that, like, you're a different person, and, like, they're not really giving you a fair chance by just assuming that it would be the same as their last whatever was, because you're a whole different person, you know? Unless there's something you don't know about them yet, and they're worried that once you find out, then you'll be different, or the way that the last person was. I mean, that's something that you deserve to know. I would just be open, just communicate with them openly, and just, you know, let them know, like, that's not really, you're not, like, they haven't even tried with you, they don't know, and, you know, that's not really fair for them to bring something like that into the connection now, because it has nothing to do with you, unless there's something you need to know that they know you could feel different about after, you know. Okay. Makes sense, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah, exactly. But he's a Capricorn. That makes sense. I could see that. Hi, Fantasy Lover. Oh my god, I haven't seen you in a while. I'm good. How are you? Fantasy Lover. Oh, goodness. Wow, that brings me back. Fantasy lover. How are you? Okay, I'm gonna be on for a while. I don't really know, but you know, probably like another hour and a half or something. Usually that's how long I stay on. Around there, you know, an hour and a half. 2 hours maybe, just depending on how many people want readings, you know. If no one wants one, then it'll end sooner, but if people do, then I'll be here until we're done. Until I can't go no mo. Okay. Yeah, it's $5 for one question and $7 for 2 questions tonight, okay? So it's cheaper than usual, so thought I'd do that because I haven't been on in a while, so just to be fair. Putting it out there. If you guys want 2 questions, it's 7. If you want 1 question, it's 5, okay? So let's see. Just gonna put all my cards upright. And if you do donate, please just let me know in the chat really quick because sometimes I do not get notified for some reason. PayPal hasn't been notifying me. I probably just have to change the settings or something, but that's just the case right now. So whatever you do, just please let me know, okay? So that you're not waiting there. Because I'd feel really bad if you were. Don't want to miss you. Okay. Supposed to be a part of donating is that you don't wait. So okay. Just so you guys know, I have the messages can only be sent 30 seconds at a time. So if you send a message and you're like, why can't I send another message? It's because I have it 30 seconds at a time, just so that I'm not like having to go back all crazy. So like if you have something to say, just like try to say it in one message. Unless you can't, then of course you're gonna have to wait 30 seconds to finish it. But I'm pretty good at looking at stuff, but sometimes it gets a little crazy out there, you know, so I just slowed it down a bit. But you can just put it in one message if you can. Okay. Okay, thanks for letting me know because, yeah, I'm not getting notified by PayPal, so let me go check that really quick. PayPal. You can see my dog right here. So cute. Okay, Lucille. Okay, so you didn't type the question in there. That's fine. I'm just, did you want to... Okay, shop with Roxy. All right, so go ahead and post your question, and I'll get right to it. Thank you, by the way. Let's get this going for you. I'm excited. What do you want to know? Or did you post it already? No, you didn't. Okay. So yeah, just go ahead and post your question. And yeah, it's right here under Lucille. I have it. But I don't see your question, though. I don't think you put your question in here. I don't see it. So just whenever you're ready, just go ahead and post, and I'll get it going. I'm excited. Okay. Lucille, what does Lucille want to know? I'm not going to pull any yet. I'll wait for your question, but I'm just kind of trying to get with your energy here. Lucille. Pretty name. Pretty name, by the way. Lucille. You know what Lucille needs to know here. So Lucille's energy here, please. Can I pick Lucille, please? Anything in my grandma or the dream or whatever you pick up, I'm not good at this. Okay. So if we can, any insight towards her grandma, please. Any insight toward her dream. Anything that you need her to know. Anything that the cards can bring to her attention now that will be helpful to her, resonate with her. Anything she needs to know currently. Anything that she needs to know currently about her grandma or this dream she had. Anything in the energy around her that she should be aware of. Anything that would be helpful to her healing and helpful to her growth. Anything you'd like Lucille to know. Anything you'd like Lucille to know. Anything you'd like Lucille to know about her grandma or this dream. Anything that will be helpful to her and her healing, please. Okay, we have the Cancer card. Not Cancer like, not like, I'm talking about the zodiac sign Cancer. So I don't know if your grandma was a Cancer or if you are, or if anyone around you that's significant is. If not, it's fine, you know, just disregard it, but it may come up, you know, soon if it's not. But also, it's not just Cancer. It also represents going towards something. True. That's a good point. Yeah. So, so Cancer is also, or the Chariot is also, you know, talking about kind of taking action and going in a certain direction. You see how the two sphinxes, the black and the white, it's like they're going to go in different directions and you have to choose one. You can't, you know, have both. But it looks like you are traveling here, or you are going towards something and away from something else, like making distance, and definitely like taking action and going towards something, moving, possibly going on vacation, or there's some kind of, you know, distancing yourself from something. And very much, it's like very active. Like you're going to be taking this action. It's going to be something that you're going to just be like, not, you know, impulsively or anything, but it's like you're definitely motivated, you know, to do this. And, you know, in this card, in this deck, it shows them kind of looking a bit, you know, reluctant to go in that direction. Like somebody's kind of leading them away and they're kind of got their heads down, like they're not really happy about it, you know, but they're still doing it. So you do have this drive here to do this. even if it's hard to do. You know, it's like you're making distance from something, moving away. Capricorn, that's opposite Cancer too. Cancer and Capricorn are opposites. But also this, you could be moving away from something that is toxic. And maybe it's saying that either you're moving away from something toxic or you are moving towards something toxic. I would like to say you're moving away from something toxic, but let's see. We do have the Queen of Cups here as well. So a nurturing woman or man. It doesn't have to be woman, but, you know, it's coming out as a Queen of Cups here. So nurturing, though, for sure. Very nurturing energy there. Maternal. And the moon. So Pisces. We have Cancer, Capricorn, Pisces. 2 cardinal signs, 1 mutable. And but the moon here is, that's funny because the moon rules Cancer, but in the tarot, the moon is Pisces. So it also represents, though, confusion, you know, someone feeling a bit lost and just not really knowing what's next, not really knowing which way is up, not really knowing where they're going or what anything means, you know, what they're supposed to do with it, you know, like kind of like your dream. You're like, what am I supposed to do with this? You know, is this a sign or is this like what? I just don't know. I just am so confused. I just have no idea like what anything means. It's that kind of feeling. Just you don't know where you stand with the situation. And this could be talking about it's bringing out negativity because obviously grieving is difficult. I mean, I don't think it's a negative, like it's negative, but it's not like what you would think with the devil, you know? But the only thing I see with the devil is that like that the devil here is representing the negative side of grieving, how it's just because here with the Queen of Cups, it's kind of like this is what you're needing right now. This is what you've lost. And it's so now you're in this place of confusion and not really knowing which way is up, not really knowing like what to do with it. And I just feel like that's basically like the negative side of this. Like you're just feeling like you don't know what to do, you know? And then the devil also obviously has time to come in there and try to persuade you to do things you shouldn't be doing or that you don't really want to do, that you wouldn't ordinarily do. So just, you know, try to stay away from any temptations. Like you already know what they are, your temptations, you know? And if you feel like those things are trying to pull you in, maybe that's what you're making distance from here. Making distance. Because it's a very confusing time and you're just needing that support. So go towards people that are supportive towards you only, not like, it doesn't even matter. Like if you're lonely, that's fine, okay? It sucks, but if you're with people that are negative for you, it's going to be worse because they don't have your best interest at heart. So don't just stay around people to be filling the void. You know, if these people are not good people who have your best interest at heart, it's going to be way worse for you in the end. So, I mean, I would say stick with the loneliness for now if you can't be around people that are supportive of you, and you know that for sure. It says you're also headed towards something brand new and exciting. This could be maybe what you're moving towards or kind of making your distance from. It's like a new venture. You know, you're going in this direction of something brand new, something exciting, thrilling, adventurous, you know? I don't really see it, but let's see what else is coming from it. You know, because it could be a bit careless, but I mean, I think you're just trying to get away from any kind of pain or worry, but that could be a negative thing too, if you try too hard to, like, avoid things, but like it feels like it's positive. So let's see what this Fool is headed towards. What do we need to know about the Fool? Okay. This pushing people away thing could be something new for you. I feel like it's something that's going to be very liberating. Like it's going to keep you on top of the hill here. You know, you're on top of this hill throwing your darts down or your wands down at people who are not on your side, people who are negative for you. And I feel like that's a good move, but it's something you're not really used to doing. So that's probably what the Fool is like you're going to realize once you start doing that more and more and putting up boundaries and pushing people away, it's going to be something that is positive and something that you've never really done, you know, something that's been a struggle for you, but now it's more of a liberating thing. You start to see the benefit in doing that. Even if it's a lonely time in a place that you don't really feel like you have many people, you'd be surprised at, you know, how great you feel pushing away the people that really aren't supposed to be there in the first place and how much easier it becomes to just be without these people around. So the world here, there could be some pattern, some kind of thing that keeps, coming full circle, and it's just, like it's not really, you're not getting anywhere with it. There's something that continues and you need to break this cycle. What is this cycle here? What is this cycle? Is the stream screwing up or something? Is that what you're saying? Is it buffering? Because that might be me. Might not be you. Okay. Can you hear it okay? It's not buffering, right? Or are you missing part of it? Just let me know. Because I'll go back and recap. But I'll recap anyway at the end. Oh, what is this thing that keeps continuing on and on and on? That she needs to kind of go back and break this cycle and not continue to do the same thing. What is that? What is that regarding? What is that relating to here? She needs to not continue that cycle. She needs to stop doing the same thing because she's just going to get the same result, and that needs to be broken and changed. Not taking action. I think people are supporting, or people are encouraging you right now to, it's possible that it's better right now than to just stay still. It's better to, take action and kind of push forward and not stay stuck in the place you're in, because this is a very difficult time. Obviously, grieving is one of the hardest things you'll ever have to do, and you can get stuck. The Hanged Man is like saying to gather more information first. And because you have all of this support around you with the Six of Wands, like you have people cheering you on. I don't think that I don't think that it's, you're lacking support right now, or people that, even if they're not right there with you, just the people around you in your community understand, like, I think they're on your side. I don't think that you have anything to really worry about in regards to people that, aren't there. Even if they're not there for you, next to you, they understand, like they can be there if you reach out. So the thing is, but I think that that's the thing that needs to change, is that, and even better, because you have all of this support, there's no reason to, feel like you can't do what you need to do. You're going to feel how you're going to feel. I'm not saying, your feelings aren't valid if you feel like you can't do something because you're grieving. But it's, instead of, this is the cycle that needs to be broken. I think instead of staying stuck or just not taking action, I think it's important for you to take action and move forward and try to push forward into your, this next phase of life, and finding what yourself on the other side of this, instead of staying stuck in it and not taking action. Like, I think it's important for you to try new things and not just stay there in this feeling. Yep. Ace of Wands, that's take action. Opportunities to take action, opportunities for action and excitement and just, motivation, determination, drive, like action, enthusiasm. I think you should be getting out there and doing things instead of staying stuck and, like Cancer, homebody, and staying like in your shell. You need to kind of push forward, okay? And push out of this, and don't rush yourself, but just, enjoy life still. Try to experience yourself on the other side of this. Like, you know, this is life now, and it's like you have to just keep going. Don't try to just stop. Don't stay stuck, and definitely do not try to make the past the present, because you can't do that, you know? It doesn't work. It does not work. Yeah. 10 of Cups. So it looks like this works for you. If you can do that, if you can try to push forward, try new things, get out there. 10 of Cups here. I mean, 10 of Cups is like pretty much the best you can get here, you know? Happiness, support, family, people around you. I mean, everyone's happy in that card. So I think that's a really good idea right here. It's, you know, break the cycle. Don't try to, you know, make the present the past. Because with death, that obviously can't happen, sadly. Or with anything, really, but especially that. You know, there's no bargaining. There's no, like, death is death. And, you know, that's... I'm really sorry you're going through that, because it is a very difficult thing to go through. I mean, death is just one of the hardest things for anyone to go through, you know? And so, but it's saying that, you know, if you can push through this and past this, whenever, you know, in your own time, obviously don't rush yourself, but, you know, be taking action, be going and doing things, be trying to push forward, you know, be trying to get out of this bubble, get out of the crab shell of Cancer, you know, don't stay stuck there. You know, avoid your temptations, like resist temptations, because you're, you know, those are there. Those are trying to pull you in. If you have addictions, or if you have bad habits and things that you don't want to, you know, will bring you back to the point of no return, then obviously just do what you can to push those things away. Go towards people that are only supportive towards you. No one that is not supportive. If you know a person doesn't have your best interest at heart, like, I'm not even talking about like, I don't know. I mean, I think that they don't want anything bad to happen to me. No, you have to know that, like, this person has your best interest at heart. It's not a question. And those are the people you need to be around. Nobody else, because you really can't do that right now. You know, it's like, don't be around people that just don't have your best interest. It's just not a good idea. And then the 10 of Cups here at the end, which is obviously a great outcome. But it comes after this Ace of Wands. So remember that, you know? Be taking action, be going out and doing things, be pushing forward. Motivation, enthusiasm, drive, and go for it, you know? So that's pretty clear. That's pretty good. You seem to be happy with it. So that's good too. And thank you, by the way. I'm glad you resonate. You said I do stay still. Yeah, don't do that. Okay, you're welcome. Thank you. No worries. Okay. Let's see if these are all upright. I want to grab a different deck too. I know. Especially when it's something like that, you know, it's just like you don't want anything to change at all. You want it to all be like just right now, just stay in the same place. But it can't, and it's just going to make you hurt worse, you know, because it's going to keep changing, and you're going to keep grieving and dwelling and wanting it to be what it isn't anymore. And it's just so, like, not something you can just, like, talk about and just be like, yeah, so get over it. Like, it's just not that simple. And I know that, like, I'm not trying to make it like it's no big deal, you know, because it's definitely a big deal, you know. It's definitely not something that's easy to do. But it looks like that's what would be easiest or best for you. Okay. Okay. Jesus. Okay. I wish we could play music on here, but we can't because then I'll get what's it called? What's it called? I don't know. Something will happen to my channel. I've had that happen before. I was like playing Juice WRLD on here, and it was fun, but I got flagged for it. I was like, well, I didn't know you couldn't play music. It's like, duh. Can't play music that you don't own the rights to. But it was fun. Like, it was worth it, almost. I don't even know if I have it up still, though, because of that. Yeah, no, I do. It was just actually one of the songs that I played within that live stream that just came on, and like I guess somebody flagged it from, like, it wasn't even a Juice WRLD song actually, or Juice WRLD was like featuring or something, but so it wasn't even like all the Juice WRLD songs. It was like one of the songs, so I had to take that part out, but all the other parts are there. So let's see. Okay. I'll only take this part out because I've just been sitting here. What if I could do that now? I don't think so, though. No. It sucks, but hi. Hi, Tarina Crawford. If you have one question tonight, it'll be $5, and then it'll be $7 for 2 questions. So if you have 2 questions, let's do it. I haven't got my online payment stuff set up yet. Don't be nosy. That's not very polite. No, I'm kidding. You're not being nosy. You're not being nosy at all. Tarina Crawford, I know you have a question. You're like, yeah, I do. Why else would you be at a tarot reading? Right? Ooh. Okay. I could see why you wouldn't want to ask about it, really. Is that you're like, I don't really want to talk about that. Yeah, I can see why. It's not really something for everyone to hear about. Live. If you wanted to get a private reading, though, we could do that too. But that's later. It's at a later date. But let me know if you're interested, and we can definitely do that. So I can see why you wouldn't want to have everyone know about that. But it's up to you. Inquisitive. I love that word. I love that word. That's a great word. Inquisitive. There's not like a betrayal you're facing or something. Most of my relationships are bad. I'm trying to reconcile with my children's mother, but yeah, it's bad. Yeah, there's some stuff there. I'm sorry about that. At least you're trying, right? At least you're trying. You haven't given up yet. Okay. Well, looks like someone's head is in the wrong place. You know, somebody is not focused on the important things in the situation. And that's why this is difficult, because it's not going to be resolved unless, you know, that person can stop thinking about that. Like it's everything, you know, like it's not everything, and it's really hindering the situation. You know, there's definitely heartbreak there. Like I would probably say on both parts, you know, but one person is just their head is not in the right place here. I hope it wouldn't be you, but it could have been a third party situation. The one person you thought you could love. Yeah, it looks like there's heartbreak here, for sure. Kind of came out of nowhere, too. It's like it just kind of happened, you know? And but at the end of the day, it's still somebody's not really, their head isn't in the right place. Like, you got to start. Never mind. We won't go there. We won't get into it unless you would like to. Yeah, there's definitely heartbreak here. Thanks for your likes, you guys. Appreciate that. Helps out a lot. Well. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I know it is, but there's a few things that I wish I could, divulge. Maybe we could just do this another time, but that's fine. It's nothing that I feel like is like, if you don't know this right now, you're gonna, but it's just, something to keep in mind that would be helpful, I'm sure. I mean, the outcome here is like, it's just somebody's head is not in the right place for this. It's not going to be what's good for the both of you. It's going to be what's good for one of you, and that's not going to work for the other person. This 3 keeps coming up too. 3 keeps coming up here. Like, what the fuck is this? You guys will talk soon. It could be about the material or the monetary, the stable part, but actually, like, when I'm talking about stable, I mean literally like the material, like not really emotional, but more like, actual stuff, money, valuables, things you can provide to the person or yourself, like just material, like really like material items, like stuff, things you can touch. Like, it's not like an emotional security. It's like you said you wanted to get your shit together, so that's why I'm bringing that up, because it's looking like you're gonna have a conversation about that soon. You'll have the opportunity to. Don't know if you're gonna take the opportunity, but you will have the opportunity to. And these 3s keep coming out, which makes me wonder. Well, it's very. I don't know about that. I mean, there's a cycle that needs to be broken, and unless it's broken, I don't see anything really changing. Let alone somebody moving. But then again, they could break the cycle. It's not like they can't. It's not impossible. We do have free will. We could do whatever we want to do, no matter what the cards say. So this person, there's no exception to that. But, this person is, the same rules apply to them. So if they'd like to, they can switch up the game and change the cycle if they'd like to. I got caught Google searching names of 2 girls I met when I was kicked out in my car for 2 weeks. And that's a big deal? I don't know. I guess maybe that's why you got kicked out. I don't mean to laugh at you. I'm just, like, it's just, like, that's not all that happened. I've gotten in trouble for that too. I mean, I guess everyone probably has, right? But I just feel like, there's more to the story than just that, obviously. It's not like that's where it started. It's like that's just where it ended. That's just where it was it was just like nothing, like that was the last straw, Or maybe it really hurt her. Maybe it really, I don't know. You never know. But yeah, maybe. And now you're like, oh, I really could have loved this person because they're gone. And you feel like you can't get them back. So now you're like, I know that's the person I could love. But I think it's just because I don't know, but that's what it sounds like, like the person leaves and then you're like, all of a sudden, like, yes, I know that's the person for me because the person's unavailable now. Now it's not possible. So of course it's the person for you because now you can't get them. And it's not like a game playing thing. It's like you aren't comfortable with intimacy thing and actually being close to a person, like, because then that would require trust and all of that. It's like, it's unconscious probably, but it's just difficult to do that. Like, you think you can be in a trusting relationship until it's there available to you 100%, and then you're like, okay, I don't know. I don't know if I want that. It is a struggle. Tower. Changes are going to come. Big transformations. Every area of your life. Like almost like a comet hit, and it's just everything has to change because now nothing can go the same way because it's just not working anymore. It's impossible. Yeah, so how do you know? So why would you think that's a person for you now that they're not there? Because you couldn't do it when they were available to you, and now they're not available to you, and you're like, oh my God, that's the one that got away. Because it's just this comfortable uncomfortability. It's uncomfortable. What is it? Comfortably uncomfortable. I don't know, but it doesn't go, like, somebody being available to you does not go with your internal dialogue of longing for someone, wanting what you can't have, wanting, and knowing that it would be right if you had it, but then you don't get it. And that's, once you do get it and it's available to you, and it's, that's not something that you're used to. Like, you don't get what you want. But once you do, you're like, oh, It doesn't feel right. Fuck yeah. Therapy's great. Therapy's good. I feel like everyone should be in therapy, you know? That's good. Good for you. High five. Don't we all? Don't we all? We all do. And you're getting a head start on it, so that's good. Nothing wrong with that. Actually, it's pretty smart. But I think I'll give you a reading and then we'll, since we're the only ones here, I'm going to do that and then I'm going to sign off here. Since we've been talking, why not? So let's see. Let's see. What else? Yeah, okay, so this is the reason why I wanted to give you a reading before. Hello. This is what I saw before. This was like, you know, there was a betrayal there. And I saw that at first. Like, there was a betrayal there. And we've already kind of covered that a little bit, but this is for Torima. And hi, Hecker. It's 5 for 1, 7 for 2 questions, okay? Lovely to have you here. And so this is for Torima. We have the Ten of Swords popping out again at us. Yeah, that's like the third time now. So, and it's funny because we see these threes here. We see these 3 of Swords, 3 of Cups, and then you said there were those 2 girls, and that would be 3 of you, right? Interesting. Yeah, it's saying take responsibility for something, okay? So you feel like you're already doing that, you know, you feel like you're kind of at that place in that point in time when you're like, yeah, I'm owning up to this, and I know it was me, you know, I fucked it up. But it's saying that, like, take responsibility for this betrayal and distance yourself, take action. Why distance? Why distance? Distance from what? Defensiveness. Any defensiveness. Look at this. Because you're pushing away the wrong people when you're being defensive. Like, you may think you're not being defensive at all, but I'm saying, like, if you're defensive at all, it's not a good look for you right now. Like, the best thing to do is, you know, this betrayal happens and you have to own up to it, you know? Your hands out, open, vulnerable, right? Vulnerable. Open. Like, yes, I did this and I realized that. You know, I hurt you and I realized that. And this walking away here, you'll have the opportunity to take action, walk away, make distance, maybe give it a little space, a little time, and walk away from this, especially being defensive. Like trying to fight back and you know, have any kind of stance here. It's like, I mean, you know, it's just not your place right now to have defensiveness, to be defensive about it, you know. Understand that she's hurt and that's because of your actions. I want to go back one day with being a changed man, but she says she does not want anything to do with me. Right. So just for now. Yeah. This could be you too, feeling left out in the cold. It's interesting because you feel like you're the one who kind of did this, but you're the one feeling abandoned, you know? Even though you feel like you're the one who screwed it up, it's like she abandoned you. Even though you kind of set the stage for, you know, the whole thing being done, but it's like you're the one who was left because of it. So feeling abandoned, feeling left out in the cold. Okay. How can he do to redeem himself? if anything at all. If there's anything he can do to redeem himself, what is that? Or what are those things? Take action. But there is kind of, two directions you can go in. You can't go in both. You have to go in one. So it's taking action in a deliberate direction. And there's a few ways you can go about this. There's going to be one that's better than the other, and one way that, is the best way, or one way that's the way you should go, one way that, you shouldn't go. I don't know if it's like, you kind of resorting to your old ways in regards to, trying to center yourself again or feel like yourself again because you don't have this person. And then there's the other way that could be kind of like going above that and doing better, right? Okay, harmony, peace, Sagittarius. Also, this is Cancer. Cancer and Sagittarius. Okay, just letting you know, those two signs are out here. So, maybe important, maybe it's not. But if it is, just keep it in mind. And just keep it in mind for the next few days or weeks as well, because that might come up. But other than Cancer and Sag, what these cards mean is, you're going to be going in a certain direction and go in the direction that is, it says what I'm talking about. High Priestess comes out when I'm reading for somebody, and it means they know what it's getting at. So this, to me, means that, you're going to be going in a certain direction. You could go in two different directions, right? There's two. Well, you can't. You can only choose one. But these two sphinxes down here, the black and the white, they're going two different directions. So this guy's got to decide, which direction am I going to go in? Which one is the best, direction for the situation? And whichever one is going to cause more harmony in your life overall, which it's like, okay, I can't see into the future. I don't know which one that's going to be. But with the High Priestess here too, use your intuition, use your gut, use your, what feels right. What do you know is going to be good for you? And what do you know is going to be bad for you? Like, yeah, there might be good things like going along with it, but most of it's going to be bad. Like, you're going to have to do some bad stuff, or you're going to kind of be in a bad place for a while, or there's going to be some negative, there's going to be negative in everything, but I'm saying, like, not everything, but you know what I mean? There's negative and positive in everything, but there's one of these directions that is the better direction. You just know that, there's nothing to worry about. Yeah, you might be a bit lonely, and that could be the negative there, but it's like, one direction is going to be like, it's going to be bad news, and you already know. In the other direction, you might kind of be worried because you're kind of lonely, or you haven't done that before. You haven't really ventured off in that area or that way before, and that kind of, you haven't taken that approach before. Because the other one is the one you're familiar with, but it's going to lead to bad things. So it's like, you already know which one is going to be negative. So go towards the one that is going to bring more harmony, Like, don't go towards the one that's going to be negative, that is going to be negative. That's the opposite of harmony. So just, feel it out. Whichever one you feel instinctively is better and not going to cause any harm or negativity or, anything that that is going to lead to bad things. I think it's definitely a good idea for you to work on yourself here. It's kind of saying that, like, you could go towards your old ways. Like, you could go towards something that you're familiar with that kind of leads you down a wrong path or isn't really the best for you, but you know how to survive there. You've been there before and you know how to do that. But it's asking you to take the other road, the higher road, and to not do that. Even if it's something that you're scared to do or unfamiliar with, uncomfortable with. It's better to do that than to do the thing already, because this is, it's going to lead you towards the same thing, basically the same outcome. And if you want to be a different person, a new man who's redeemed of his past, you can't do the same things. You can't go in the same direction. You have to go in a different direction. So let's look at what else we can find out about that direction, or anything else you need to know just in general about, like, redeeming yourself of your past. Uranus can be helpful there, because Uranus is liberation from past restrictions, And I think Uranus is transiting in Taurus. Is it still transiting in Taurus? It has to be. Uranus doesn't like just change all that often. Let's see though. Really quick. Uranus is one planet known to bring unexpected change, and its retrograde has been witnessed several times in the past. For this transit, the celestial body will stay in dependable, stubborn Taurus. Okay. Starting August 19th, it will continue until January 18th, 2022. Oh, so no, it hasn't. It's out of it now, right? January 18th, 2022, Uranus is turning direct. All of those urges we've been suppressing for that time will erupt on a personal and global scale. Uranus is the planet of shocks and surprises, but it was inhibited while in retrograde. Wow, January 18th, really? January 13th to February 3rd, May 10th to June 2nd, September 9th to October 1st. Mercury will be, oh no, that's Mercury retrograde. Ugh. Uranian types have the gift of periodically reinventing themselves, especially during Uranus transits, may travel through a vocational house for 7 years or more, depending on the house's width and number of degrees in that house. Okay. Halfway stage around 42. Uranus half return, his origin for what many people see as midlife crisis. Okay. Uranus retrograde will bring breakups and breakthroughs. Although Uranus, oh. Wow. This was from refinery29.com. This is from August 17th, 2021. Uranus, the planet of rebellion, and it'll continue tracking backward for the next 5 months until January 18th, 2022. Although Uranus is a planet that often brings unexpected change, this transit is in dependable and stubborn Taurus, a sign the planet has been hanging out in since 2018. As such, we've lived through this retrograde a handful of times before and are at least somewhat prepared for what's to come. Uranus is an outer planet, meaning that it deals more with our subconscious and the unseen. This celestial body wants us to work on our long-term goals. And because it doesn't change signs for 7 years, it gives us ample time to work out the areas of our life that need liberation. Like a super loud and annoying alarm clock, this planet jolts you out of your sleep, causing you to wake up and return to reality. The rebellious planet has been one of the most active and chaotic celestial bodies of 2021. Astrologers here. That's when square with Saturn has been shaking the foundations of our lives in order to bring us more freedom. While some of these changes have been positive, some have been shocking and definitely unexpected. Astrologers have been calling the ongoing Saturn-Uranus squares the defining transit of 2021, which makes sense when you realize this happens only once every 22 years. When they occur, we often see cracks appear in the foundation of society, and the problems with our political, financial, and social institutions become exposed and then crumble. Uranus retrograde isn't all about the fall of society and complete destruction, though. We often talk about Uranus as the planet of surprise, genius, breakthroughs, and innovation. Since Uranus is an intense planet, when it retrogrades, it's easier for us to access and absorb its genius energy. Although our eyes will be more open to the harsh and unpleasant things around us, we'll be inspired to make change and take advantage of the rebellious energy Uranus has been bestowing on us here. The key feeling this transit wants us to bring is freedom. wants to bring us is freedom. And a lot of that freedom will happen in our personal lives. During this 5-month backspin, we can all expect shakeups, breakups, breakdowns, and breakthroughs. Being that Uranus will be moonwalking in sensual Taurus, all financial matters and affairs of the heart will take a trip on the astrological roller coaster. Although this transit may cause a lot of upheaval, the planet's energy usually points us in our ships. The same applies for professional opportunities. We're revising the past story and reassessing our value, our goals, our futures, and our work up for a refresh. Standards or a job that's not valuing you for your worth, now might be a time you finally cut ties. To survive and thrive this year's Uranus retrograde, Murphy leaves us this advice. The planet of rebellion is behind you. Oh, wow. That's pretty good. Pretty good article right there. I like that. It's Refinery 29. Oh, God. I'm an Aries. She's a Libra. That's not the worst. That's not the worst. That's actually, opposites can attract sometimes. You know, it's not the worst. I wouldn't say that's the worst you can get. But, yeah, Aries and Libra are definitely opposites. That's funny. It's funny you say that. So, you're Aries, she's the Libra. She's the one trying to always create harmony. And you're the one who's like, I'm going to do it my way. Like, so what? That's harmony to me. That's my harmony, and that's all that matters. Oh, that's funny. Harmony, remember? Even though that's a Sag card. That's funny. Yeah, I wonder if sometimes it's like, do Aries want to end up alone, or do they just end up alone because they're just like my way or the highway? Well, they're gonna end up alone if they can't be more like Libra. Because Libra's like thinks of the other person, you know, like thinks of their partner. And Aries thinks of themselves. Is that right? That's what I have come to realize. Well, that's what it says about them. Of course, we can't generalize and just look at the sun sign, but they burn it up. They burn it down. So what does he need to know to redeem himself of this? What does this Aries person need to know? What does this Aries person need to know? Do you guys know the time of you were born? I think I'm going to start doing something where I'm doing like birth charts instead. Hi, Goodman. Hey. I haven't seen you in so long. That's been so long. Like, that's crazy how long it's been. I do have freebies at the beginning. The first 3 people that come to the live get a free reading. But I haven't seen you in a long time, and you're my moderator. So I feel like it's only fair. You don't know your time. You need to figure it out because it's on your birth certificate. And I think what I'm going to start doing, I think I'm going to start to do readings here, like doing. No, you're not. You don't. No, I'm not kidding though. Like, you can be kidding, but I wasn't. But hang on a second. I did just get something. Who is this? Jamila? Jamila. Oh, hi, Jamila. Yes. Did you hear that? That was, I think my cat's knocking something down. But yes, Jamila, I did get your donation. Thank you. And definitely go ahead and post your question, and I will get right to it for you, okay? And Goodman, I'll get you afterwards, okay? Should I explore things with Prince? Okay. Ooh. I saw the Seven of Swords and the Page of Cups, so just hang on a second. Tell me what we need to know about Prince in regards to Jamila. Is there anything? No problem, Tarima. Thank you for being here and chatting with me for a while no one was here. That was fun. And I'm sorry you're going through what you're going through, but we're going to look into if you can be redeemed of your situation, you know, if you want to stick around for that, okay? I'm down. Okay. Okay. So, what do you need to know about Prince's energy here in regards to Jamila? I might have to get my other deck too. Just tell me about Jamila and Prince. What do we need to know about them? And what do we need to know about him? Because she should explore this with him. She should explore this with him. Explore things. Explore things, she says. King of Cups. Ooh. Oh. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have Aquarius energy, but also the star, which represents hope, good energy, good vibes. You know, there is hope here, there's faith, like good energy here. Like there is a possibility of this being a good thing. Like there's hope here still. Like don't give up completely on that. Don't just think all hope is lost or this is a totally negative situation or you can't get out of it and change your ways or whatever the case is. You know, there's still a chance here, but we do have the King of Cups. Nurturing energy, but at a distance. You know, it's not so in your face as the Queen of Cups. I haven't been on for a while. I mean, you know, I'm here and I'm not, and then I'm here again, and I don't know why, but there's been a lot, and I just need to stay on consistently. You haven't been missing me, probably. That's probably not why, because I haven't really been on. But okay, so okay. Yeah, and then we do have the Hierophant here. So it tells me that there's like a caring relationship here, or commitment possibility, right? It's like there is, but somebody has to take action. And the action somebody has to take is kind of distancing themselves or moving away in order to get happiness. The Ten of Cups. But the thing is, moving away is that you're moving towards them, you're moving away from them, they're moving towards you, you're making distance, or you're going closer to each other. Because what you're going toward here is this Ten of Cups. You're going towards the Ten of Cups and away from something else. So you could be moving, traveling, making distance from something and headed towards the Ten of Cups. So whatever that means, it could be, if you already know, then great. If you don't, then, you know, we can look into that. But to me, obviously, it's, you know, you're making distance of some sort. Even if it's just temporary, there is like some traveling. Or, and if it's not traveling literally, which I feel like it is, but if it isn't, then I would say you're just kind of moving away from negative things and more towards the Ten of Cups, which is positive, happiness, you know. This Queen or this King of Cups here, and then towards this Hierophant, this is like a nurturing type energy that could be committed, that you could, you know, a Taurus person, possibly also water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but we also have Aquarius out here. So, and then, but I do think that there's an action that needs to be taken, like a deliberate action, like that could have something to do with, hi, Jeff. Yes, I will look into that right now. Thank you. So either this action is talking about you making distance or traveling, or it's talking about in order for this commitment to happen, you're gonna need to take action deliberately. So this isn't like time to think anymore about it. It's like, okay, you've been thinking enough. It's time to take action. So let's see what this is regarding. What action needs to be taken here for them to move more towards this Ten of Cups? Reunion. So if there's distance now, That's going to change. A gathering together, you guys, and if you guys aren't distant, I would say that this gathering together is probably regarding some kind of like it's a Rima. Yeah, thank you. For sure. But what this gathering would be, if you guys haven't had any kind of like distance, I would say the gathering would be you guys coming together and communicating more and like being more close, you know, and like really figuring out what needs to happen for this to kind of be a thing, because that's probably something that's, you know, distant at this point. If that's, you know, if you guys are not distant physically, I would say that that coming together is talking about like a meeting of the minds, or of, you know, connecting in that way, like just gathering and being closer. But if you are distant physically, then obviously that means physically getting closer as well. This is a deliberate action that needs to be taken without any like thought. You know, it's something that needs to just happen. It should have happened yesterday. So I do see commitment possible here. Caring person at a distance, and you guys either need to both together get away from things that are negative so that you can reach the Ten of Cups, or you need to make distance from something negative and reach the Ten of Cups and them, you know? There's negative things that you need to get away from, or things that aren't good for you. Like either way, I see you guys either traveling or just making distance from negative things that aren't working for you anymore, that aren't helping the situation. And how beautiful. Queen of Cups. Awesome. That's what we want to see, because we see the Queen and King of Cups. That's a relationship right there. And what better relationship to have than the Cups? I mean, that's very nurturing, generous, caring, supportive energy. So what was that? I want to look into the Seven of Swords that I was seeing earlier, because I saw the Seven of Swords flew out and then the Page of Cups. So either somebody is like hiding how they feel or holding back how they feel. You know, the Seven of Cups, I mean, the Seven of Swords doesn't have to always mean someone who's being shady. It just means somebody who is trying to sneak away without being caught. So it could just be somebody hiding their feelings, because we do have the Page of Cups afterwards. And that means, you know, someone offering like their cup to somebody in the early stages. Maybe a little immature how they're going about it, or it's just, you know, the early stages of the relationship, like the first time they ask you out. And somebody's like kind of hiding or sneaking how they feel, like you're not too sure how they feel about you. They're not like being very direct. I mean, it's just like kind of up in the air. You're not really sure. They're not being forward about it. They're kind of sneaking and hiding it. So you're not sure how they feel. You're not sure if they mean it when they ask you out, or when they tell you, you know, what they want or what they feel. You're kind of like, really? Because it doesn't seem like it. And they could be kind of hot and cold, back and forth. You know, they're trying to like hide something. What is the Seven of Swords here for? Along with the Page of Cups. What does she need to know about Prince, and should she continue to work on things? Should she go towards this? What does she need to know overall here? It's going to be a while. Yeah. So if you wait a while, be very patient. Like, you would know what this means more than I do, because you know your life better than I do. Your life right now, or their life, just isn't in the right place for this to be, like, to happen. So you're gonna have to wait a little while. Maybe you have waited a little while, and now is the time that you won't, like, now's the time to take action, right? Like it was saying with the Two of Wands. So this could have already, you know, been a thing where you had to wait for a long time. We did see the reunion card, the gathering together. So it could be that this has already happened, and that this is going to be a better thing for you now that this has happened. You know, now that time has passed and you've had to be patient, and you couldn't just, nothing could happen back then, but now it can, you know. I would say go towards this. It seems like it's promising. I mean, it seems like there's the Ten of Cups there. There's a few things you guys have to do to get to the Ten of Cups, but all you really need to do is stay away from things that are negative for you, that you know are negative for you. You know, make distance from things that are negative for you, and go towards things that are positive. I mean, that's pretty much all that I really saw as in regards to anything that could get in the way of you getting to that point, would be to remain around things that are negative for you, that you know are negative for you. Then that could obviously hinder you getting towards the Ten of Cups. And I think this waiting period has already happened. So you guys should be able to kind of make distance from negative things together, and I don't see why it couldn't happen. I think you should go towards it, yeah. We saw the Taurus card, the Hierophant, which is the commitment card, and the King and Queen of Cups. You know, very caring and nurturing energy together. Nice. Good. Yeah. I would say you should work on things. You know, what was your question? I keep forgetting what you said exactly. You said, should I explore things? Yeah. I don't see why you wouldn't. Looks like a good idea. Especially if you want to. Then I don't see why not. There's nothing that says you shouldn't. Okay. Nice. Okay. Okay. I do see that. Yeah. I'm looking into that right now. Jeff. Okay. Jeffrey. Can you go ahead and post your question, please, Jeff? Because I see that it was not in there. Prosperous, that word. How does Brandon currently feel about me? Okay. Let me grab a different deck if you don't mind, because we've been using this one the whole time, and I just think it's good to switch up the energy at times, especially because you're just arriving. New deck for a new energy. Okay, let me grab it. It's just right here. How does Brandon currently feel about me? Okay. I lied. Okay. Three different decks. So let's go with this one first, because this one is my fave. All right. Hi, Victor. Oh, I miss Victor. Say hi to Victor, you guys. Victor. Fucking miss Victor, dude. It is German. It is German. Yes, he is German. He is very German. Huh. That's funny. Okay. All right. So, interesting. Look, Virgo came out. Anyway. So, Jeff. How does Brandon feel about you? Let's see. How does Brandon feel about you? Jeff. Let's see how Brandon feels about Jeff. Oh, how cute. Look. The second question is, do you think, how does James feel about me? Okay, so let's see. Two of Cups. That means there's a connection. There's somebody who feels like very, you know, like it's very, like you guys see eye to eye, like you guys are on the same page, you know, you guys want the same things, you're after the same goals, you guys really match, you guys really connect very well. That's what Brandon thinks. And then we have the Aries card and also the Cancer card. If it's not Aries and Cancer, then we're talking here about, you know, somebody who's very responsible, they want to be in charge, they have, you know, they call it shots, you know, they are the one who's charge of everything, basically boss. Like they can take on that responsibility. It's the emperor, you know, so he's got a whole empire of people to take care of, make sure they're fed, healthy, clothed, that they have shelter, that they have their medicine. You know, it's a big responsibility. It's not, you know, just for anyone. It's like he can take it on, and he does. But he wants to be the one, you know, who can and who will and who is, you know, and who is like the one, you know what I mean? The only one. But he's the only one who really can. So, I mean, it's fitting, but the Cancer card here is talking about like taking action in a certain direction. So we do have the two Sphinxes here at the bottom. You know, they're going to go in two different directions. You have to choose one. You can't have both, right? So you're going to have to choose one direction here. So to me, it seems you guys are on the same page, but at the same time, it's either you or him. But one of you is this emperor here who wants to kind of be the one in charge. And I think that kind of could get in the way a little bit. That doesn't seem like it's the most positive thing for a connection that is supposed to be very, like you guys are on the same page. It's like we're on the same page as long as I can be in charge. Like that's not really the same page. But I mean, if you guys are on the same page with that, then, you know, that could be something that you clash about later, you know. So let's see what comes over. Let's see what this is talking about here for Brandon. He wants to be able to be the one who says what happens, where you go, how you do it, and all of that. And there's a rest period here. So there's a break. To me, the Four of Swords is always representative of, you know, there's going to be a break. Maybe between you. Like you guys are taking a break from each other. But the Four of Swords also, it's temporary. You know, this isn't an ending. It's not permanent. It usually does come back. But you guys need a little break from each other. You know, you got water and fire here. It's going to create some steam, and it's a little bit hard to just be in that energy for too long. So I think it's something where you guys clash a little bit, to be honest. You know, that's what it seems like here, is that could create some clash. So Two of Cups to the Emperor, the Chariot, and the Four of Swords. There's a break period, a rest period between you guys, taking a little break, making some distance from each other. King of Pentacles. So somebody's thinking about their money situation or about their stability in regards to money, you know, material items or valuables, you know, kind of materialistic energy there. It's like that's what they care about, is like what they have, which isn't, you know, not everyone cares about that like some do, you know. So if you guys clash on that, that's going to create a little bit of a problem too. And then we have the Three of Swords. So I don't know if this King of Pentacles is an Earth sign person, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's a court card. So, I mean, it could be another person involved in this because we do have the Three of Swords, which could be a third party situation. So that's possible. But it could also be because we're talking here about, you know, somebody being very materialistic. Like when you guys take this break, somebody's heavily working on their money situation or their valuables, and they care a lot about what they look like, you know, and about the stuff that they have. So if they feel like maybe you don't have that, or you can't like keep up with that, then that could be why the heart breaks here. Like they just don't, you know, you guys are going separate ways because of that. It looks like somebody's getting their heart broken here because of differing values. Okay. And it's a bit superficial, if I'm honest, about the values. It's not like, oh, you're not enough because you're not a good enough person. It's like you're not enough because you don't have enough. Like, that's lame. That sucks. That's stupid. Screw that. He's going skiing this week. Okay. So I see somebody's heart being broken here, and like somebody's values are starting to clash. And that's the thing I hate about the Two of Cups, is that in the beginning, the Two of Cups is so beautiful, right? It's like the ideal situation. But it's like, how long is this going to last? Like, maybe I'm just negative, but it's like, how long can we be on the same page for like that? Like, in the beginning, of course, we think we are. But then here we are with all of these stupid little things that just make it seem like all of a sudden we're not. Like, that sucks. Did that mean that it never really was on the same page, you know? Like, how can it just switch overnight if it really is that, like, we see right through each other and we're, you know, going towards the same things in life, and then all of a sudden we're just not because I don't have enough? Like, that's, are you sure that, you know, like, damn. But let's see about James here. Let's see about James. What can we find out about James in regards to Jeff? James, how does he feel about Jeff? Victor would only know why that's funny. So James, how does he feel about Jeff? How does James feel about Jeff currently? Like, something is shady, like someone's hiding something, or either he is or he feels like you are. Let's see. What is James' energy towards Jeff? What is James's energy towards Jeff? Closed off. Somebody's not communicating. Somebody is closed off. They're blocked. They're not giving or taking any offers. Somebody is literally like not communicating, not giving anything, not even, you don't even know if they're alive right now because they're just not even like responding. They're not even like answering the door. They're not like telling anyone anything. Like, you can't get through. I mean, you cannot get through. They're being stubborn as fuck. They're being petty as fuck. It's a little drawn out. I mean, it's a little petty, but they are hiding something, or they felt like you were. What is the Seven of Swords here for? Happiness. The Ten of Cups, not just happiness, but let's see. Let's see what this is about here. So are they hiding this kind of... No, I don't think that would be the case. Let's see. I'm going to have to dig deeper. Dig deeper into this. So we have the Ten of Cups, Seven of Swords, and the Four of Cups. Somebody's closed off. So give me the Seven of Swords with the Ten of Cups. Queen of Cups. Okay. So there was a lot of happiness here and a lot of nurturing energy. Like, there was a lot of good energy here. And then we have the Seven of Swords. So why, we have to question, why is this something that's being hidden? Like, is this feelings, like how they feel about you? They're closing off. They're not approachable. They're not like able to even, like, you can't even like get through at all. And let's see what the Queen of Cups is about, because generally the Queen of Cups is like not a bad thing, you know, at all. So I want to know what that's about. Why is that the reason this person's closing off? Could it be a water sign person? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Someone nurturing. They're hiding and sneaking how they feel and cutting you off. Or what is the Queen of Cups here for? What is this regarding? Like, what are they being so sneaky about? Why are they closed off? Give me the Four of Cups. Why are they so closed off right now? Give me the reason that James is closed off to Jeff right now. Why is James closed off to Jeff right now? Why is James closed off to Jeff? Okay. Huh. Okay. Yeah. This Queen of Cups is important. So we see, you know, the hope of somebody nurturing, or the hope of this Queen of Cups, basically. Like, this is happening. This is Aquarius as well. So if there's an Aquarius involved in the situation, obviously that's where that's at. But we do see the star card isn't just Aquarius, though. It's also representative of, like, of like, hope. So like you can hope that there is this security here, that there's this Queen of Cups. And to me, that's nurturing energy. That's nurturing, that's caring, very supportive, like motherly almost energy here. So that's a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And then we had the Queen of Cups here. So it's like, that's what this closed offness is about. It keeps leading back to this Queen of Cups. So we have to figure out what this Queen of Cups is representing, because that's important here. That's why they're closed off. Give me the Queen of Cups energy here. Why is the Queen of Cups here? And what does she represent in regards to the Seven of Swords? Does he have feelings that he doesn't want to show? He's happy. Like, why would you want to hide that you are happy and feeling good about somebody like that? You know, like, if that's what it is, you can hope that they feel good. So what is... Piece this together for me. James is feeling about Jeff. Okay. Okay. So this person is feeling like they can't say what they want to say, basically. I think maybe they think they're in over their head a little, what am I trying to say? They're jumping the gun, basically. They think that this is kind of like I think that they actually do have feelings that they're hiding, because it shows that they have a lot of ways they can approach this, a lot of options and a lot of different approaches to this. But the thing is, a lot of those are unrealistic, and a lot of them are kind of like a fairy tale, like a dream-like state kind of option. So it's like, it's not likely to pan out, and they know that. It doesn't feel secure. It doesn't feel like that's going to be good for them. So they're closing off. I think that they do have actually feelings, and that's why the Seven of Swords isn't really shady. It's more of like I'm hiding something and I'm sneaking away now, hoping not to get caught, because their feelings are so strong. Like this Ten of Cups is like, I feel like that's what they could see happening with you, and that kind of scares them a little bit, because we do have a lot of options here that they could, ways they can approach this, but a lot of them are unrealistic. You see here all the jewels and all the, like, the dragon and the, Medusa. Like there's some scary stuff in there, and then there's some like really like valuable, luxurious stuff in there, and it's just not very realistic. It just seems like it's not going to pan out very well. It's like, this is all just a dream, and I just don't want to put all of everything into it. So they have to create distance and cut you off, because this Ten of Cups here is like, they want to give to this, and they feel like this could be like everything that they need right now, but that's not something that's realistic to them, because we do have the Knight of Cups too. It's like, it's something, and that's after the Seven of Cups. So it's like, they feel like they want to offer something, but I think they're going to wait for you to do it. So if you want to do it, because remember, they can't speak right now. They feel like their contribution doesn't matter. They feel like they don't have any power. They feel like it's not going to happen. It's not going to work if they go about it the way they want to. And so I wouldn't be surprised if you don't really know how the person feels at all, and you're like thinking they're not interested, because I beg to differ. I think that they are interested, but they're just a little too interested, and they feel kind of scared about that. So if you're interested in James, I'd go toward that, because he has no fucking idea. I don't think he thinks it will work out if it goes the way he wants it. Like if he goes and approaches you, it's going to be too much. He's going to fuck it all up. I think he's feeling very good about it, actually, but he has to close off for his own protection. Like he doesn't think that he thinks he's going to be rejected, or he thinks that it's not going to work. It's not going to be heard. It'll be rejected. So if you have feelings toward him, I would go towards that, because he's not going to be doing that. He's not going to be coming towards you. I think he thinks that the whole thing is unrealistic for him. He's feeling kind of like insecure about that, obviously. Yeah, he does feel very supportive towards you. Caring, generous, wants to give to you as a mother would give to his child, like tough. Like, came out twice, the Queen of Cups. So it's like a very giving, nurturing. And the Ten of Cups here is like the happiness factor. It's like everything. This could just be like everything that I need in my life, and that scares that person because it's like, that's pretty heavy, you know? And I think that's why they're closing off here. And they're not going to approach this. They're not going to approach you. So if you want that person in your life, I would approach them. So because I think they're getting cold feet here. They're going to get a little, they're not going to do it. You know, they're like, I am fucking crazy. I'm in over my head on this. I'm not even going to go towards that. Like, I already know that I'm going to be embarrassed and humiliated and rejected. And no, I can't ever let them know that I have feelings like that. I can't ever let them know that I have feelings like that. That's sad. That sucks. So I would go towards that if you feel like there's something there. They obviously do. And they're not going to be coming towards you. It's just too hard for them to do that. It's too much of a risk for them. I don't see them doing that. And as for Brandon, I think he's kind of self-centered, materialistic, superficial, and just shallow, you know? If you don't have what he wants when he wants, it's like, it's not going to work. And that's just, he's thinking about himself, you know, and not really about the relationship or about what you would want. You know, it's more about like what he would want. And it's just not, it's not an equal union anymore so much, you know? While fucking James over here thinks you're like the answer to his prayers and shit. You know, not that that's funny or anything, but I'm just saying. It's totally opposite. Hi, Tarima. I know, that's pretty cool. Hi, Jano. Okay. Thank you, Jeff. I don't know where you went, but going skiing this week. Okay. I wish you guys were always here. You guys are fun. Okay. Were we going to go with Goodman? Are you ready? Ready for this? Since we don't have anybody right now? Now's the time. That's funny. That's cool. I wish like the people in my reality would feel like that. The men in my reality. The men in real life. Well, not men, but man. Anyway. Right on. Right on. I'll take it. You guys are funny. So Goodman, go ahead and post your question, boo-boo, if you have one. Thank you. Yeah, it does definitely help the channel a lot. It really does. Because then YouTube will be like, okay, these people like this, so I'm going to send it to other people to like, and maybe they'll like it, and it does help a lot. The algorithm. Okay. And I appreciate that. Yeah, we were talking here for a while before anyone came. There was like one person who I did a reading for, and then, well, no, I did the first 3 free ones, and then I did 1 donation, and then it was just me and Tarima for a while. So, yes, thank you for keeping me company. I would have logged off if it wasn't for you because, you know, what's the point? Sometimes I'll stay on for a second, but then it's like, you know, when it dies down, I was like, I'm going to give this person a reading. Screw it. Like, you know, like, we've been talking, let's do this. And then, boom. Everything happens for a reason. Yeah, you know, I really like Tyler's tarot though. He's one of the most like popular tarot readers on here, but I really like him a lot. I think there's a reason he's the most popular, you know? Like he's like really spot on with this shit. Like at least for me, he is. Okay. Oh, you are, huh? Yeah, I've seen you on there actually. Yeah, I love him. He's fucking legit. Like he knows the I mean, I always resonate. Not always, but like usually. Usually I do. Like usually. He's like on his shit. Like I'm like, okay, how does this motherfucker I'm like, he really is good. Like, damn. Like he really is good. And he's funny as fuck too. I love Tyler Sarah. Like, oh my god. He's my favorite. Like he's a lot of people's favorite though. You know, there's a reason. He's cool. He's cool as fuck. Yeah, I've seen you on there. Yeah, I forgot about that. I have seen you on there. Are you sure you don't want one though? Are you sure? Are you sure? Come on. It's funny because he's like not like full of himself either. He's like, even though he's an Aries, so he's kind of like full of himself, but he's not at the same. Like deep down, he's really like not like think like, you know, like it's kind of cool to see that, you know. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Like, and he'll be like, "Don't tell me no, bitch." God, he's fucking hilarious. I want to do a collab with him, but I'm sure he's like got better things to do. Like, I mean, like he's definitely got better things to do, but that would be fun. You know when he was like traveling and stuff, and he was like, "Oh, I'll do collabs with like whoever I go if I go to your state." I was like, "Damn, come to California," but he wasn't even coming close to us. You know, that would have been so cool though. You know. Okay. Where is Joe? No. Where are you? I've done that before. Sometimes you just don't want to show your face, you know? I think I've had better luck when I wasn't showing my face. Like when I was just showing the cards, it was like better, I think. And I thought like people just like to see the cards. So, Jono, do you have a question that you'd like to ask? Go ahead and throw it up there. Throw it up there. Hi, Allie. Yeah, Jeff, of course. There you are. I didn't know where you went. I would say go for James and screw, I mean, like, not screw, but like, goodbye to Brandon. Bradley. You know, Red. Not literally screw. This is Little Red. Aw. Okay. Does my love interest Elise want to reach out? She hurt me pretty bad with the truth I found out. I need to know how she really feels. Elise. Okay. Elise. How does she really feel for Jano? Jano. That's my best friend's name. I miss that bitch so much. It ain't even fair. So, I'd love to do your question for you. Does my love interest Elise want to reach out? She hurt me pretty bad with the truth I found out. I need to know how she really feels. Very straight up. Shit. I just got the chills. Fuck. Okay, so we see the Wheel of Fortune. And the Three of Cups. So there could have been a third-party situation here. But I think that this also more than likely is saying that you guys are better off as friends. Like, the Three of Cups is a card. This one here, it comes out when it's like really great friends, like really great company, you know, like you really want those people around when you need to kind of talk and have support and like have people that are there for you and down for you. Like, it's not just like drinking friends. I know it looks like drinking friends, but it's not. It's good energy here. Good friends that actually care about you and you can open up with, like actually genuinely care. But the Wheel of Fortune is there, so it's almost like saying you guys are better off as friends. And also there could have been a third party situation here, but I feel like you guys are better off as friends. Like, you guys are good supporters of each other, you know? Like, that's where you guys, that's where your bond is, you know? That's what you shouldn't let go more than anything. So let's see what else here. What, how does she feel about him? How does she feel about him? How does she feel about him? How does Elise feel about Jano? Okay, we're just going to be straight up and honest here. This King of Swords is very like, look, I'm straight to the point. Here are the facts. Here are the situation. I don't care how you feel. I don't care how I feel. It's not about that. It's not about feelings here. It's about what the truth is. So you said truth came out, right? So, like, very impersonal. I mean, very impersonal is the vibe, like the energy. Like, it's not like, okay, look, I know that da-da-da. It's like, look, here's what it is, you know? Here's what it is. Like, it just, and it might feel harsh, but here's what it is, okay? Here's what it is. What does the King of Swords want to say here? Here's what it is. What does the King of Swords want to say? Ten of Pentacles. So it's something about security here. Stability. Not literally necessarily money, although money could have something to do with it. I mean, security means different things to different people. And security, I mean, Pentacles are security and stability and, you know, something that is, it's not emotion, you know, it's something that literally is like a house or, you know, a job, like something that is actually a thing that you, like, it's not how I feel and it can't be seen. It's like, this is like, you know, like this is something that you own. Like, it's a thing, it's a material item, something that makes you feel more secure though. So it's all about security here. And Ten of Pentacles is That's the highest level of security. So we're talking about like a high level of security here. But I think what we're talking about is, like, to be honest with you, it's something to do with security. Like, there's just not enough security there with you, or they're looking for more security, you know, whether it be with somebody else or just with themselves. It's in 10 of Pentacles too, so it really has a lot to do with that. You know, like, that's the thing I feel like is the biggest part of it. And, you know, security could be a lot of different things. Like, it's not just like you don't have enough money. It's like, no, like, my security with you is just not where it needs to be. Like, I don't have what I need to feel that 10 of Pentacles. Like, this 10 of Pentacles, I don't feel that with you. Like, and that's for a lot of different reasons, I'm sure. So we do have here somebody trying to fight a tower moment, or somebody trying to be defensive, and it's bringing about a tower moment, which a tower moment is like a lot of transition, a lot of change, like so much change, to where the things that you're doing right now can't continue, like whatever, like in many different areas of your life. So there's going to be a shit ton of change, and it's going to be uncomfortable. It just depends on what your relationship to change is. So if you can like roll with the punches and kind of like be like a Pisces and just flow, good, you're better off. But if you can't, it's going to be that much harder. So you see how these people are like jumping out of this building and stuff. They're like, get me the fuck out of here because this thing's falling down. So basically your life, that's your life right now. It's going to fall down. Everything's going to change. And it's because whatever you're doing right now, or the things you've been doing, the little changes you've needed to make along the way haven't been made. And so now here we are. And it's like you're veering off from your path now. Like, you're not going on your path. You're kind of, you're veering off. So now let's bring you back. Okay. So we're going to have to change this, and this, everything. Because we can't continue to do it like this anymore. There's going to be a lot of changes for you. And this was brought about either by somebody being very defensive, like just not, they're pushing away the wrong people. Like, they're pushing away people that like are, they think aren't good for them, or they think are against them, but really that's not the case. Like, usually this is talking about somebody who's a bit paranoid, thinking that the people around them are out to get them or something, when it's not really the case, like, at all. So that brings about a tower moment. Like, shit, something's got to give. This just cannot continue like this. This cannot keep going like this. It's not going to work anymore. We have to change it completely. So there's going to be a lot of big fucking changes right now. Or soon, or maybe these already even started. You know, you could notice that, yeah, I've been going through a shit ton of change. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy. Like, there's been so much change right now. Like, I never thought that I'd go through so much change in my fucking life or something. You know, just like everything is going to change in some way, in many ways, you know. So, like, nothing's going to look the same after this. That whole tower is going to burn down. And afterwards, the sun's going to come out, and what's it going to look like? We're going to have to rebuild, you know. So that's transformation. So everything's falling apart right now for you. And that's why you're here, probably trying to ask how she really feels, because you're like, fuck, I don't even know what's going to happen next. So what do we get from that? To be honest, you guys are better as friends. It can't continue this way anymore. Somebody feels like people are not good for them, or are out to hurt them, and they're not. And that's got to change. There's something that's got to change. Something's got to give. It can't continue like that. And then the security thing too. The security. Okay. Really doesn't tell us how she feels though. I mean, you know, the security thing is a big deal, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going, if you don't mind. So, but I do want to switch decks really quick, because I'm going to switch up the energy a little bit in here. I feel like that deck is kind of like dead, you know? Okay. We're going to use the cat tarot. Hang on, we're not done just yet. Perfect, okay. I just have to look up the Roman numerals because sometimes I don't know what it is. Okay. Perfect. All right. Can you stop? Stop it. Fucking crazy. Okay. Okay, so let's see. How does Elise feel about Jano? At this point in time, like, what do we need to know about her feelings for him? About her feelings for Jano. About Elise's feelings for Jano. Can you give us the information we need right now to understand Elise's feelings for Jano, please? Give us Elise's feelings for Jano. Give us Elise's feelings for Jano. Elise's feelings for Jano. Temperance, okay. That can mean a number of things. Let me just get a few more so I can get the context. Okay, and that's a Sagittarius card here, so I don't know if Sag has anything to do with it. Okay. Okay. So, let's see. 9 of Cups. Okay. Okay. Give me Elise's feelings for Jano currently at this time. Okay. Can you, like, get off of me, please? Little Red, I love you. Go. The Fool. Go, go, go. The Fool. Give me Elise's feelings for Jano at this time, please. Elise's feelings for Jano at this time. What do we need to know about Elise's feelings for Jano at this time? The Empress. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, Little Red, you're going to have to stop it. That is so cute. Judgment. Oh. It's getting fiery up in here. Okay, hang on. Don't even do that, okay? All right, so let's see. Yeah, thank you. All right, a little more, just a couple more. And I got the story for you here. So we have the Temperance card. We're talking about somebody who is wanting peace and harmony overall. They want things to be smooth. They want things to be they want things to be peaceful. You know, they do not want drama. They do not want anything crazy. So, you know, they want you, they don't want to leave with, you know, like a big fuck you or just like you out of their life. They want things to, for everybody in the situation to be peaceful and like going well. You know, they don't want anything crazy. Like they don't want drama at all. They just want everything to be on a good, even keel. Okay. So then we have the 9 of Cups. So that tells me that somebody's thinking either about having their cake and eating it too kind of thing. Like it's a bit greedy, you know, it's like somebody here standing with 9 cups behind them. Like, yes, you know, I have my 9 cups and I'm good, you know? Oh, sharing, like, oh, others, like that's not in my vocabulary. Like it's not even a thought because I have my 9 cups. I mean, I don't know. I'm happy with that. And I'll take more. Do you have another one? Like, I'll take that too. You know, I'm cool. Like they're not really, I mean, they'll take what they can get. they'll take all that they can get. You know, they're not really thinking about like giving or like what, and like there could be many reasons for that. They're just thinking about what they want, basically. You know, what's good for them, what they want out of this, you know? It's a bit greedy. You don't see him sharing those 9 cups, you know, you just see what, like, I'm happy with this, what else can I get? So, then we have the Fool. So it's like somebody just wants an adventure. They just want to take like a leap of faith. They just kind of want to like, you know, throw all caution to the wind. They just don't want to worry about shit. They just want to jump off that cliff, right? Their dog is sitting there like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're going to jump off a cliff right now, really? And they're like, la da da da. You know, I don't know if you know what the Fool looks like usually, but he's just jumping off a cliff and he doesn't even see it. And his dog is like, what are you doing? And he's just like, I don't even care. You know, just carelessness, naive, like a naive kind of energy. Like they know better, but they just don't want to right now. They don't want to have to worry about all of it. Just like, let's have fun, you know, let's just go and do something else. Like, I just don't want to do this anymore, you know. I just want to break free, basically. I just don't want to be restricted. I just want to have a good time. And yeah, impulsive. And then the Empress. So that could be pregnancy, that could be wanting to start anew, like the birth of something in general, like the birth of anything. You know, I want a new start. I want to, and with the Fool there, it's like I want to just kind of have something different, something new, and just go like somewhere else. Like, I just want newness and just like a fresh start, basically. So then, but it can also mean pregnancy, so be careful with that. Or congratulations, whichever you want to feel about that. So, and then Judgment. So it's like, use your better judgment here, obviously. That's important. Use your better judgment here, because then with the Page of Wands, we're talking about somebody who's thinking and acting. Not even thinking, they're acting. This is Wands. It's fire. Wands. I am taking action and I'm not thinking about it first. Okay, so I could have some regrets later. Depending on the situation and your sign. Some people won't have regrets later. Some people act impulsively all the time, and it works for them because they're spontaneous. They don't like to plan ahead. They'll fuck it all up if it has to be planned ahead. But in this situation, I feel like this person is just like kind of being reckless. They're being careless. They just want to throw all caution to the wind. So I feel like they kind of want to start anew. They want things to be peaceful, but they're not really taking the steps to make it peaceful. Like, they want things to be peaceful with you, but like they want the best of both worlds here. You know, they want to not have responsibilities. They want to just go off and have a good time, have a great time, and everything's going to be fun and great and perfect and fine. Everything's good, you know, no worries. And everything's harmonious, like everyone's happy. It's just not realistic. But overall, they're thinking of like, what am I going to get out of this, and what's going to be good for me? Like, they think that that's what's going to be good for them, is just throwing all caution to the wind. And, you know, it's like maybe they look at you as kind of like an escape or something. Like, you can get them out of there. You can kind of get them like out of their own head for a while. It's dangerous because it's unrealistic. You know, it's not thought through very well, and they're thinking of themselves more than anything. So they're not really, I wouldn't say your best interest is at heart necessarily. You know, like, that's not the thing that's screaming at me here. It's more like they need to get away, and it's like they're going to do what they need to do to get away. And they're not really thinking things through very clearly. So, I mean, you're kind of like their escape, their crutch, you know, like you're that person that can kind of get them in a different energy. But how long is that going to last? Is it long term? Like, does she feel potential with the person? Does she feel like she wants to, like, this could be you know, is she serious about this person? How far does it go? How far does it go? You know, like, to what extent are we talking here? Her feelings for him. Queen of Wands. King of Wands. What? Okay, well, wait. All right. Well, we do have King and Queen of Fire. So when we see two of the same suit, that's usually a relationship. But when I first saw Queen of Wands, I thought, ooh, you know, yeah, she's thinking about, like, the Queen of Wands is doing her own thing, like it's a religion, like she's dedicated to. I mean, it's like, I'm doing my own thing, like, you know, you can follow along, you can watch as I leave, but we're not talking about this right now. Like, that's just what I'm going to do. You're going to watch me as I do that. Like, I don't discuss this with people. It's like, I do what I want to do. I do what I need to do. I make shit happen. I don't ask permission. I don't wait around. I don't like check in, I'm doing me, and that's it, so it's like, you can come if you want, but I'm not even like, we're not like, let's, bye, come or don't, like, I'm going, I'm gone, you're watching as I leave right now because I'm gone. Like, I'm doing what I want to do. And so it's hard to like say that person is a person that's thinking about you or even wanting to like consider other people. It's like, she's doing what she wants and that's it. And a King of Wands here is more about like determination, very motivated, has drive, will get what he wants just because he wants it. That's the drive of fire right there. That's like, it's not about like working hard for it. It's about like, I want it, so that's why I'm getting it, because I have sheer motivation to get it. I have sheer determination, just like, that's what I want, so I'm getting it. So it's fucking, there's a lot of passion here for sure. But it's self-centered. It's like, and it's reckless, like and it's determined, but it's fire. I feel like there's it's not dangerous, but I feel like it's a disaster waiting to happen. Like, there, it's like you want there to be harmony, but you're thinking of yourself only, like her, and you probably too. It's like, that's the energy of this connection, is like, what do I get? What do I want? What do I. It's not like us. It's not like them. It's not you. It's I. So that's why it's going to get all fucked up. I feel like it's just a selfish and very, very fiery, very, very reckless, not well thought through, not very considerate of everybody involved, so harmony's going to be tough, but that's the beginning. That's the intention. But really it's self-centered, so how can, I just don't see it playing out like that. You know what I mean? So you could be her escape for now, and that's not necessarily something that's beneficial to you, in the long term. Like, for now it could be fun, but it's like, is it serious? Probably not. Like, as long as you can be that like escape, then yeah. But when that all dies down, like, what's left after that? How long can you keep the Queen of Wands' interest? Not very long, usually. Like, they're doing their thing, so it's like, you can come along, but that's all it's gonna be. Like, you're coming along. Like, I already have plans. All right, I'm going. I'm gone. So we're not even talking about this. So yes, I know. That happens a lot. But this is Little Red. He's got a twin brother named Little Orange. Little Lounge. I call him Little Lounge. And then they have a dad that was orange too. And he died. He got hit by a car. But he left us with his babies. So I'm so happy about that. They're so big now. They were so little before when he died. Only a few months ago. I found him on the sidewalk. Well, actually, my boyfriend found him on the sidewalk. On the street. And I was walking the dog, and it was really sad. It was really fucked up. But he left us with... Oh my god. Your dad used to do that too. They drool when you pet them. They just drool. It's so cute. Your dad used to do that too. He used to drool. Have you ever seen a cat drool? It's funny as fuck. Like, you know they're loving it. They're like, ah. So yeah, left us with his 2 babies. He's all, hey, I'm chilling. I'm Little Red. Little Red. Okay. Agent Orange. Yeah, I told her I love her and she didn't say back, but I was willing to stick it through and be patient because I feel she had feelings too. It's a very complicated situation, isn't it? Shit. The other day what happened is I asked her why I couldn't call her and she finally admitted to having a boyfriend. Shit. She's like, I'm taken. You're like, what? I thought. So again, you know, if she wants to escape that situation, you might be the perfect person for her to escape with. But it's like, is that worth it to you? You know, like that can kind of lead you on. And then what if she goes back, or what if she just doesn't really like want anything long term? It's like, you know, it's not really like with your best interest at heart. Like it would be like it would be fleeting, I feel like, you know? And she kind of led you on a little bit. Then was like, I can't have a boyfriend. That's what I'm saying. She might. It seems like she's going to want to escape that or something. And like you'd be the person that she'd go to, but it's like I just don't know if that's like if that would really be a good thing for you, you know, later on. Like it would be just even further being led on, like unless she's ready to like leave the person for you, but it doesn't seem like that. It seems like she's going and doing her own thing. Like I said, you know, you can come along if you want, but I'm already going, you know? It's not like, let's do this together. It's like, you can tag along if you want to. And she's already leaving it like that, so I feel like she obviously, I don't know, I shouldn't just assume, but it's like, does she, like, over it or just not very serious about him? Because it's like, why wouldn't she have brought that up before? It's kind of like a, you know, big deal. But it wasn't even brought up before, you know, like, so how long did this go on for? Jesus. Ow. Ow. Oh, wow. Ew. just want to fucking... We've known each other for about 4 months. I mean, my intention's pretty clear early on. How odd. That's what I'm saying. It seems like either she's over it or she's like ready to like escape it in some way, and like you might be the perfect person to go on that adventure with. But would it be good for you in the end? Like if you really have feelings for her? Probably not. I mean, I don't think that she's like going to be on a tip of... I mean, the Queen of Wands is like independent. It's not really like... She doesn't need anyone there with her at all. Like, so you might just be joining, you know, you're going along for the ride, but then it's, you know, when the ride's over, it's like you like are watching her like as she goes. It's not like you're with her, you know? So it's... I just don't see that being good for you, really. You know, in the end, in the long run. Unless you're just looking for something quick, like, but I don't think that's the case. Like, you might be the crutch. Are doing so much. Okay, get away from me. 3 hours. Okay. Are we signing off? I think I'm about done, you guys. I don't think anyone... I mean, yeah, I think we're done. Going once, going twice. No, but really, at least not in this situation he isn't, right? I don't think so. So, with that being said, I will see you guys tomorrow. Are we doing this again? You two, Jada, Kate, and Goodman. You should come. I love you guys. You guys are good entertainment. Yeah. Well, shit. I mean, anything could change. You never know. Maybe you should make some distance from her, though, because then maybe she'll notice you, which is like backwards and stupid, but that's how it works a lot of time. Like if you're too available, this is totally unhealthy, by the way. Like, if you ever wish to be a healthy person, don't even dare do anything like this or follow this advice. But it could work in the short term. Shit. I didn't say that. Don't listen to me. Okay, well, when should I go on then? You said you've only known her for 4 months, right? You know? What? What? Are you talking about her boyfriend? Oh God, you are just something else. I didn't expect that from you, Goodman. Good man. Good man. Is that a front? That's a facade, huh? It's 12 noon. Damn, it's 12? Okay, so when should I go on then? So you could be there. It's 3 a.m. Basically, almost, pretty much. Situations are so complicated, but like if you're too available, it's just, I mean, I don't know, like your situation specifically. I just feel like when somebody knows like you're going to be there no matter what, that should be a thing that people go towards, but it's like sometimes it's the like it's like oh, I don't even have to like I could do anything and you're not going to be like scared away. Like, I don't want anything to do with that, you know? Like, I don't want anything that's going to accept me. Like, that's, and it's backwards as fuck. But I don't know. It's just like, so obviously that's not the thing for you because you want somebody who's going to give what you deserve to have what you deserve to receive what you give. You deserve that to be reciprocated. So fuck what I said, you know? See, the time is off. So you just come on when you feel like it, but I try to watch anyway. But when should I come on though? Like, what's a good time for you? Because that's what I want to do. It's out there, you know, you will find it. It's just, you gotta not fixate on the ones that aren't healthy enough for you because you'll waste a lot of time doing that. You waste your whole life doing that if you're not careful. So, $11 a.m. Three hours later than now. So if I start at 5 a.m., what time is that for you? Like 3 p.m. or something for you? Okay, hang on a second. Okay, scratch that. So that would be like 3 p.m. for you, right? Is what you're saying? And that would be perfect for you. Belgium. Why don't I just look it up? Yeah. Okay. 12 p.m. for you. So, nice. Okay. I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to try to come back on in 3 hours. Wait, 2 hours? Wait, 3 hours from now? So it'd be, yeah, 3 for you. Yeah, I'm tripping. So it'd be 6 for me, though. Yeah, it's not. No, I know it's not. I didn't think it was. That would have been weird. That would have been way different. 3 p.m. Okay. So yeah, definitely that works. Okay, cool. So, okay. I'm going to try. No guarantees I might fall asleep, but I'm going to try. Okay. I mean, I'm going to fall asleep for a little bit, but I might not wake up. So, if I don't, then I'll see you later today, around noonish or whenever I can do it, but no, it's like so not like scheduled time. But Tarima, what time is it for you? You like left. Yeah, I don't either. I don't know many Elises either. Tarima. Okay. Okay, let me get off here. This is so random, but this is so fucking funny. Okay. Good night, my loves.